the floor where they drop like bombs. Faceless voices running all the cons. Digital whispers in the binary night. No light, no face, pure sound, no sight. Stories unfold in the dark unscrolled. Echoes of silence, secrets untold. Waves crash loud in this audio cave. No mic, no fame, just the sound we crave. Tune and turn up, let the silence break. Raw, unfiltered, hear the earthquake. No mic needed, just a vibe that's real. Faceless words you can touch and feel. In shadows, voices untamed. No need for spotlight, no claim to fame. Just a beat of life in a stream of thought. Every word a punchline, no need to be taught. Just listen close, no visuals needed. Raw conversation, unprocessed, unseated. Feel the pulse in every sentence said. No distractions, just thoughts in your head. Whispers of the streets, rumbling through. Faceless yet vivid, a world in view. No mic, just souls, connecting in flow. Pure and raw, let the rhythm go.
David Chalmers is a prominent Australian philosopher and cognitive scientist renowned for his work on consciousness. He's particularly known for formulating the hard problem of consciousness, which explores the gap between physical processes in the brain and the subjective experience of consciousness. Chalmers argues that while science can explain how the brain functions and produces behavior, it fails to explain why these physical processes should give rise to subjective experience at all. He has introduced thought experiments like philosophical zombies, hypothetical beings physically identical to humans but lacking any conscious experience, to illustrate this point. His work has significantly impacted the field of consciousness studies, prompting extensive debate and research into the nature of subjective experience. Chalmers is also known for his contributions to other areas of philosophy, including the philosophy of mind, metaphysics, and the philosophy of language. He's a professor of philosophy and neural science at New York University and co-director of the Center for Mind, Brain, and Consciousness. David Chalmers demonstrated a remarkable early aptitude for both the arts and sciences. As a child, he experienced synesthesia, a neurological phenomenon where one sense triggers another, such as hearing colors or tasting shapes. This unique sensory experience likely contributed to his multifaceted intellectual development. He displayed a keen interest in technology from a young age, beginning to code and play computer games on a PDP-10 at a medical center at the age of 10. This early exposure to computers fostered his interest in the intersection of technology and the human mind. Furthermore, Chalmers excelled in mathematics, achieving a bronze medal in the International Mathematical Olympiad, a prestigious international competition. This early mathematical prowess provided a strong foundation for his later intellectual pursuits, particularly in the areas of logic, computation, and the philosophy of mind. The extended mind hypothesis, a groundbreaking concept co-developed by David Chalmers and Andy Clark, challenges the long-held notion that the human mind is solely confined within the boundaries of the brain. This revolutionary idea proposes that cognitive processes, the very essence of how we think and act, can extend beyond the physical confines of our bodies, seamlessly integrating with external tools and resources. Imagine this: you're navigating a new city. Instead of solely relying on your internal memory, you utilize a map or GPS. This isn't simply a tool aiding your memory. According to the extended mind hypothesis, the map itself becomes an integral part of your cognitive process. It's as if your mind extends into the map, utilizing its information as an extension of your own internal cognitive resources. Physical objects, notebooks, computers, smartphones, the internet, all these external resources can be seen as extensions of our cognitive systems. They store information, process data, and facilitate our thinking in ways that would be impossible without them. Social interactions, communication with others, collaborative problem solving, and even the cultural knowledge we inherit all contribute to our cognitive capacities. These social interactions can be seen as extensions of our individual minds, expanding our cognitive horizons. David Chalmers was born in Sydney, Australia, and grew up in Adelaide. He showed an early interest in mathematics and philosophy, influenced by Douglas Hofstadter's book Gödel, Escher, Bach. He studied mathematics at the University of Adelaide before pursuing philosophy at Oxford and Indiana University, where he earned his PhD under Hofstadter's guidance. Chalmers' academic journey was marked by a period of independent study while hitchhiking across Europe, deepening his engagement with philosophical questions. This unconventional approach reflects his intellectual curiosity and independent spirit. His academic career has taken him to various institutions, including the University of California, Santa Cruz, the University of Arizona, and Australian National University, before settling at New York University. David Chalmers' first significant publication following his PhD was his 1995 paper Facing Up to the Problem of Consciousness in the Journal of Consciousness Studies. This paper introduced the now famous distinction between the easy problems and the hard problem of consciousness. Easy problems, these refer to cognitive and behavioral functions related to consciousness, such as focusing attention, discriminating stimuli, and reporting on mental states. These problems, Chalmers argues, are in principle amenable to scientific explanation. Hard problem, this is the core of his argument. It addresses the question of why any physical or functional system should have subjective experience at all. In other words, why do conscious experiences exist in the first place? This paper, and the subsequent book The Conscious Mind 1996, established Chalmers as a leading figure in consciousness studies and sparked widespread debate about the nature of subjective experience. While the concept of beings physically identical to humans but lacking consciousness predates the term philosophical zombie, the term itself was first used by philosopher Robert Kirk in 1974. Two-dimensional semantics, while not exclusively his creation, is a framework that significantly resonates with David Chalmers' philosophical inquiries. This framework for understanding the meaning of language introduces a crucial distinction. It separates the actual world meaning of a term from its meaning across all possible worlds. To illustrate, consider the term water. In our actual world, we know that water refers to H2O. However, two-dimensional semantics recognizes that in other conceivable worlds, water could refer to a different substance with similar properties, perhaps XYZ. This distinction is crucial because it highlights that our understanding of concepts is not solely tied to their specific reference in our actual world. Instead, it involves a broader understanding of how these concepts could apply across a range of possible scenarios. For David Chalmers, this framework has significant implications. It aligns with his interest in exploring the nature of reality and how we construct our understanding of the world. By considering how concepts might apply across different possible worlds, we can gain a deeper understanding of their essential properties and how they relate to our broader understanding of reality. In The Character of Consciousness, David Chalmers delves deeper into the nature of consciousness, moving beyond the initial framing of the hard problem presented in his earlier work. He explores a wide range of philosophical perspectives on consciousness, critically examining different theories and their strengths and weaknesses. The book aims to develop a unified framework for understanding the fundamental properties of consciousness. Chalmers investigates questions such as, what is the nature of subjective experience itself? How does consciousness fit into the broader picture of reality? What are the essential features that distinguish conscious states from non-conscious ones? He examines various philosophical approaches, including those that attempt to reduce consciousness to physical or functional properties, and those that propose more radical departures from traditional materialism. Through this in-depth exploration, Chalmers seeks to refine his understanding of the hard problem and develop a more comprehensive and nuanced account of consciousness. He aims to provide a framework that can guide future research and advance our understanding of this elusive phenomenon. Naturalistic dualism, while not a position explicitly endorsed by David Chalmers, offers a framework that directly addresses the core challenge he presents with the hard problem of consciousness. The hard problem highlights the profound gap between the physical processes occurring in the brain and the subjective experience of consciousness. How, Chalmers asks, can purely physical phenomena like neural firings give rise to the rich, qualitative experience of seeing red, feeling pain, or experiencing joy? Naturalistic dualism attempts to reconcile this gap by acknowledging two distinct but intertwined realities, the physical and the mental. It asserts that, physical and mental realities exist. The physical world, governed by the laws of physics and chemistry, undeniably exists. However, subjective experience, the what-it's-like aspect of consciousness, also exists as a distinct reality. Distinct but intertwined. While distinct, these realities are not entirely separate. Mental states are inextricably linked to physical states, arising from the complex activity of the brain. However, they are not reducible to or fully explained by physical processes alone. This perspective resonates deeply with Chalmers' exploration of the hard problem. He emphasizes that while science can explain how the brain functions and produces behavior, it fails to explain the why these physical processes should give rise to subjective experience in the first place. In constructing the world, David Chalmers shifts his focus from the intricacies of consciousness to delve into the fundamental nature of reality itself. He explores how our knowledge of the world is not simply a passive reception of information, but rather an active process of construction. Chalmers investigates how our minds shape our understanding of reality through processes like perception and representation. He examines how our cognitive faculties filter and interpret sensory information, leading to the construction of our subjective experience of the world. He delves into the intricate relationship between the mind and the world, exploring how our mental representations relate to the objective reality that lies beyond our immediate experience. By examining topics like perception, representation, and the relationship between mind and world, Chalmers aims to illuminate the processes through which we come to know and understand the reality that surrounds us. This work represents a significant departure from his earlier focus on consciousness, demonstrating the breadth and depth of his philosophical inquiries. In Reality Plus, David Chalmers delves into the profound philosophical implications of emerging technologies like virtual reality and the metaverse. He challenges our traditional understanding of reality, consciousness, and the self by exploring how these immersive digital experiences blur the lines between the physical and the virtual. Chalmers examines whether virtual worlds can be considered genuine realities, exploring the nature of experience, knowledge, and the meaning of life within these simulated environments. He grapples with questions like, can we have meaningful experiences and relationships in virtual reality? What are the ethical considerations of creating and inhabiting these digital realms? How might these technologies reshape our understanding of consciousness and the human condition? Through insightful analysis and thought-provoking arguments, Chalmers encourages readers to critically examine the implications of these rapidly evolving technologies and their potential impact on our future. He invites us to consider the philosophical and existential questions raised by the rise of virtual reality and the metaverse, prompting us to rethink our understanding of reality itself. The concept of further facts plays a crucial role in David Chalmers' philosophical explorations, particularly in his grappling with the hard problem of consciousness. Essentially, further facts refer to truths or realities that exist beyond the current scope of our knowledge and understanding. They are facts that lie beyond the reach of our current scientific and philosophical frameworks. While neuroscience can explain the physical processes in the brain, it struggles to explain the subjective experience of consciousness, the what-it's-like aspect. Chalmers argues that there may be fundamental further facts about consciousness, perhaps laws or principles governing the relationship between physical processes and subjective experience, that are currently unknown to us. Our current understanding of the universe is constantly evolving, with new discoveries pushing the boundaries of our knowledge. However, there may be fundamental truths about the universe, its origins, and its ultimate nature that remain beyond our current grasp. These further facts could revolutionize our understanding of reality. The concept of further facts highlights the limitations of our current knowledge and the possibility of undiscovered truths that could significantly impact our worldview. It emphasizes the need for ongoing inquiry and exploration, pushing the boundaries of our understanding and challenging our existing assumptions. For Chalmers, the possibility of further facts is crucial. It acknowledges that our current understanding of reality, including our understanding of consciousness, may be incomplete. It encourages a sense of humility and a willingness to explore new avenues of inquiry, even if they lead us into uncharted territory. David Chalmers remains deeply engaged in the ongoing exploration of consciousness, actively participating in scholarly discourse. He continues to contribute to the field through conference presentations, the publication of articles, and robust engagement with other leading thinkers in consciousness studies. This active involvement reflects his commitment to pushing the boundaries of philosophical inquiry, constantly seeking new avenues of thought and challenging established assumptions within the field.
Mics on the floor where they drop like bombs. Faceless voices running all the cons. Digital whispers in a binary night. No light, no face, pure sound, no sight. Stories unfold in the dark unscrolled. Echoes of silence, secrets untold. Waves crash loud in this audio cave. No light, no fame, just the sound we crave. Tune in, turn up, let the silence break. Raw, unfiltered, hear the earthquake. No mic needed, just the vibe that's real. Faceless words you can touch and feel. Hidden in shadows, voices untamed. No need for spotlight, no claim to fame. Just the beat of life in a stream of thought. Every word a punchline, no need to be taught. Just listen close, no visuals needed. Raw conversation, unprocessed, unseated. Feel the pulse in every sentence said. No distractions, just thoughts in your head. Whispers of the streets, rumbling through. Faceless yet vivid, a world in view. No mic, just souls, connecting in flow. Pure and raw, let the rhythm go. Pure and raw. And feel. Tune in, turn up, let the silence break. Raw, unfiltered, hear the earthquake. No mic needed, just the vibe that's real. Faceless words you can touch and feel. Pure and raw.
is okay.